Hey guys, what's going on? Keder here on a beautiful day, my friends. Let me know where you're watching this from. It's a pretty serene, beautiful, it's a crazy day today. Kind of went for my workout kind of late. So, I just finished my workout, feel good about it. So how you doing today? How you feeling? Pound that for watching this video. So guys, today I want to talk about the fact that time change. Yo, what's going on, Gordon? How you doing today, man? So I'm gonna see you tonight on the training, right? So we're talking about time change today, guys. Yesterday was Sunday, and then now you have to push your clock 1 hour forward. Okay, so now everything seems to be faster. For the people who's going to work today, if it's your first day back to work on Monday, it feels like, man, you rush up for time. Like you got 1 hour short. And, that makes me start thinking, times are changing. Times always change. But at that moment, you just want to think at, are you changing? As things are changing. Yesterday I had the chance to make a video while I was at the mall getting something. And there was a store that was closing down, a store that we all know for years, and they shutting down their doors. And I started to think about all those people that works for that company. Maybe it's not happening in your city just yet, but it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna come to you. So if you rely, times are changing. Not just your clock that's changing, not just the time on your watch that's changing, but what I want to get your attention to in this video is that things are changing. I mean, life is changing, and if you're not willing to move into the change, if you're not willing to grow with it, you're going to end up dying in the old ways because the old stuff is not working. And I think a lot of people are afraid of change because it brings things out of them that they didn't know exist. Real quick. Things change. So when change happens, what you want to focus on when change are happening, you need to focus on opportunity. Okay, opportunity is the key word that's going to change your life, because anytime there's a change, there's an opportunity to accelerate your life to a whole next level. So that's what happened, and that's the key word that you must understand in this video. Anytime there's a change, there's something that you can take as a catalyst to the next level. Like, for example, like right now, a lot of people building a business, living their dream. Like right now, I'm living my dream. I wake up any time of the day, whenever I want, go to sleep. The hours don't matter to me. It doesn't matter if the time change. It doesn't matter if things change. I wake up whatever time that I want, and I work whenever I want. I can take my job anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. And there's a bunch of people that are doing that. And the reason I took this opportunity is because there's a change that happened. There's a shift that happens with people, consumers. People are spending most of the time on what you have in your hands right now, your cell phone. People are spending most of the time on the computer. People are being connected to each other all over the world using nothing but the internet. So the internet is a big wave. That's actually making a lot of change, and that's helping a lot of people get to the next level. So the key is not, the money that you earn, is really how you earn your money. I mean, you can make a lot of money, but then if you don't have the freedom to enjoy yourself, do whatever you want, is it really worth it? At whatever time that you want. And that's the key. It's really how. It's not really what. It's really how. Let me share a story with you real quick, right? There was this guy, right? He's an Indian chief, right? They have those tribes, all those tribes, and then there's the government wanted to tax those people, right? Because the government is always looking to tax people and get you to give them more money. So they were like, okay, well, we got to find a way to actually tax those people. We got to find a way to actually get those people to pay us money. So they get a detective and say, hey, we're going to send you out there, see what you can do actually to help those people, to get them to start working so that we can start collecting taxes from them. So what the detective did, he went to the Indian tribe, right? There was multiple tribes. So when he got there, he said, well, you know what? I'm a detective. I'm going to be really smart. So instead of having to go to each individual Indians, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to look for the chief of that tribe. I'm going to look for the chief, And then I'm gonna sit down with the chief, right? We're gonna have a meeting, and I'm gonna tell him a few stuff that we have to offer him that's gonna, you know, make his life a lot better. So, you know, I want you to keep in mind what I'm trying to get you in the story. It's not really, you know, what you do, but it's how you do it. You know, it's not really the money you make, but it's how you make the money. So, you know, he went there, he sat down with the detective, and then he sat down with the engine, the chief engine tribe, and he told them, hey, you know what? Hey, we got some great news for you. Here's what we want to do for you, okay? So we want to put you guys through school. Like, we're gonna pay for everything. You don't have to pay for anything, and we're gonna send you to school. And then the chief was like, why would I want to do that? And he said, wait, when you go to school, you're gonna get an education. Your life is gonna change. You're gonna get good grades, and then you're gonna take your life to the next level. You're gonna get a degree. And the chief was like, okay, why do I want to do that? And the detective was like, well, when you get a degree, what's gonna happen, you're gonna be able to get a job, and then when you get a job, you're gonna be able to make money and provide, you know, for your family. And the chief was like, why do I want to do that? And then he was like, well, when you provide for your family, it's gonna be great. You're gonna get to work for the next 40 years of your life, and then you're gonna retire. And he was like, okay, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to retire? And the detective was like, well, after you worked your whole life, now you retire, you're gonna be able to go fishing, you're gonna be able to like this, you're gonna be able to be by the pool whenever you want, like, you know, like go swimming, do the things you do in life, and just be excited about life. And the chief was like, well, I'm doing that right now. Why do I want to wait till I'm 65 then go fishing? Or why do I want to wait till my life is over, or things change, or time change for me to do the things that I can do right now? And that's the lesson that I want you to get into this video, is that time is changing. You know, things are changing. You don't have to wait anymore. Like, there's certain things you can actually make them happen right now. You can take some opportunities and change your life right now. And thus, that's the power. That's the thing the internet gives you, and you have access to that stuff. You have access to create that stuff. You have access to information. You have access to mentors. You have access to people that you never had access to back in the days, that the only way you get in touch with those people would be in their books. But now you got access to them live. I mean, it's totally crazy what you could do. But anyway, guys, times has changed. I wanted to make this video to you, for you, and let you know, hey, it's not only time that needs to change, it is you that also needs to change. So take advantage of that. Tonight, I'm gonna be hosting a massive training. I'm gonna be talking about strategic positioning. This is something that changed my life. And if you're part of my team tonight, you're gonna get access to that training. It's gonna be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna break down for you a formula on how you can actually grow your business a lot faster, called strategic positioning. And when you learn that, it's gonna enable you to catapult yourself a lot faster to a whole next level, okay? So for those of you who's on the team, look out for the training tonight. If you're part of my team and you don't have access to it, you watch this video anywhere, just go to the Facebook group, look for the link, be sure you're on that training. I don't know if I'm gonna record it. Last training I did, I tried to record it, it did not go well. So I don't know if this one is gonna be recorded. We missed out. If you missed out on the live training on the last one, you more likely don't have the recording. So I can tell you whether this one is gonna be recorded right or not. So all I can say is be on that training. And for those of you that's watching this video, you're now part of my team already. What you gotta do is like my fan page, and there's a button that says sign up. Click on it, sign up, join the team, and then we can make this stuff happen. You can learn about all the stuff that I'm telling you right now on how to take advantage of changing times and opportunity that happens with change, and how to have an eye for an opportunity and crush it to a whole next level. So who do we have here, guys? Pow, Benzo in the house. This would, okay, the world around us is changing, that's for sure. Nevia said. I'm with you, Nevia. TZ say, I'm already on MCA member, but I'm looking to join your training tonight. More info, please. Alright, TZ, I'll get in touch with you. Nevia say, what's up? Adam says, Keder, you rock. I appreciate you, Adam. Pound that. Pow, you rock too, brother. We got Gordon in the house. Alright, cool, guys. So, yeah, guys, I'm done. So, you know, like this video, share it if you did find some value. That was Keder. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys on the training. See you guys later.